Hi guys, and welcome back to the How Not to Get a Job series, and this is part 1.5, the continuation of Apply Online. And I just wanted to walk through with you some tools that I know of on LinkedIn and some tips that I have for job seekers, and a good way that you can leverage LinkedIn jobs without clicking that Apply Online button and being able to network with people. So start by going to LinkedIn jobs, and you can search based on whichever job title. We can just search project manager, Atlanta, Georgia. Obviously put in the title that is applicable to you and search. And I walked through this a little bit last night, but another a really cool feature that LinkedIn I think is relatively new is right here. You can ask for a referral, and it will pop up with people that are within your first round of connections, first degree network, and you can reach out to them directly, and you can just shoot them a message from here. There's probably going to be some companies, like some of the companies that you've worked at previously, that you might have a lot of connections with, and in which case, I'm going to show you another way that you can find them so you can narrow it down a little bit easier. But this is another really cool feature, and you can actually sort by that by going up to LinkedIn features and hitting in your network. And so this is a really great place to start if you're job seeking. You can look through this and you can, see all of the jobs that work for you. Pick the ones that you like the most. I recommend, making a good list first. I actually started going through this last night. So you can make a list. Here's an example where you keep track of the company. If it lists a contact, like a recruiter contact, you could put a link to their LinkedIn profile like I've done here. Any relative links that you want to include, like if there's any Glassdoor posts or Glassdoor reviews or news information that you want to just keep track of, or the company's website, which you could also link here in the company name as well. Any notes on the positions, and if they have an open position, it's nice to keep track of it here. I also like to go a step further and have an interview tracker, so I can just see who I've talked to, if it was a phone interview or recruiter interview, what was the follow-up, and I can just keep track of things. And I recommend this for people when you're looking. So you can come back here. So just go through and find the jobs that make the most sense to you. And you're able to just click on them and we can see if we can find. So like, this is really great where you can see that there's 39 connections that you can send a message to just reconnect with. I know that sometimes it feels awkward to send a message to say like, hey, can you refer me for this position? But keep in mind that a lot of these companies do have referral programs where they're paying out for people to hire their friends. And also you want to be able to just make it natural. If it doesn't feel right to just instantly ask them to refer you, maybe ask them to catch up with a 15-minute phone call or grab coffee. You can get a free Zoom account. They're really easy to get, and you can do a little face-to-face conversation just to catch up and say hello and ask them a couple questions about the company and see how they are in life. And that way it feels a little bit more natural to ask for help if that makes you feel better. But keep in mind that often they have an incentive to refer you as well. And you can even come right here and just hit message and it automatically populates a message for you. Like, how amazing is that? So it is super awesome that they populate it for you, but I do recommend customizing the message that you're going to send to people. I think it's really important that you take the time to reconnect with them and remind them why you're so awesome, so that they will send a personal email to the recruiter with your resume and just letting them know, hey, definitely consider this referral, that kind of thing. And this is why I suggested, getting a Zoom so you could do like a little face-to-face, even a phone call or grabbing coffee with them, just depending on your level of comfort, whatever it is that you choose. Just customize this to be more personable. And if you need help with customizations, I do have a job seeker toolkit, and in that toolkit is a number of templates for both when you're reaching out to people like this that are just working at the company, and also if you're reaching out to a recruiter or the job poster and you want to link the job posting. I'm going to just show you them here. Here's a good example for the email template to send to a person at the company, and then here's another option for you to be able to send to the recruiter. And there's a bunch more in there, like a thank you template after the first interview, after the second round interview, if you want to decline it. So that's my shameless plug. Shameless. Okay, so let me just show you one more thing. So if you have made your list of all of the companies that you're interested in, one way that you can reach out to them would be through the position. Sometimes the job poster will put their profile publicly. Send them an email, and that's where you can leverage that first template that I have, just letting them know what your experience is, attaching your resume and your project experience, and saying some of your available times that you have over the next few days. So that way you can end up speaking with them and getting into the front of the line. And caveat this to say that everything that I tell you is just based on my experience, and it's advice that I have collected throughout the years of being a recruiter for the past 12, almost 13 years, and just hoping that it helps somebody, and you can take it or leave it. So I know some people will agree or disagree, but for what it's worth, I just hope it helps. And I definitely recommend, I know that this seems obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people don't do it, but Google the company. Obviously their website probably comes up first, but check out what is underneath. See what they have going on with Twitter, because that'll help you with your interviews. You can ask questions about things that you see in their current events. Check out their reviews that they have. I really recommend, obviously, Glassdoor, Google reviews. They do list out top news stories. Facebook reviews is another great place. I have Glassdoor, and Career Bliss is one that I like because I like the way they display the comments. But other than that, I'm going to show you one more thing. Definitely recommend leveraging filters, always. So if, for example, you don't have somebody in your first degree of connections, so say you want to find people in PwC, because PwC maybe was one of the ones that you noticed, it will pull up all of the results of people in PwC. You can put the first, second, or third, because maybe you have some first degree connections at PwC that you might want to reach out to. And if not, by, say it's like a second level connection, A, you can reach out to them and connect with them. B, you can go to their profile and it'll prompt you to send a message. I recommend sending a customized message again. You do get emails monthly if you sign up for the premium, so I recommend that just for the sole purposes of networking. And also anybody that you reach out to that also has premium, it doesn't count against your in-mail count, so it would be a free message. So it's a really awesome feature, so I highly recommend it just for that. Well, I hope this helped, and please let me know if you have any questions, and stay tuned for How Not to Get a Job series part 2. That'll be next week. We will be talking about being shy, and I'll be giving you tips on networking both in person and online. And for more, you can follow me at Present Time Atlanta on Instagram, and you can download the What's Next guide for some free info and also links to the job seeker template too. I will link that in the first comment below. And I hope you have a great weekend. Bye.